Cameron, great win in Perth and been in England nearly a week now. How's the prep been so far?
Yeah, it's been good, mate. All the boys are settling in quite well. Obviously, a couple of guys are struggling a little bit with the change of the times and the sleeping, but prep's been great. We're staying in a great facility at St George's Park, and first training session yesterday went quite well. So, everyone's looking forward to this first up game in Scotland.
You've been over here a couple of times, but first time to a venue like St George's Park. How have you found it?
Oh, look, it's impressive when you're training on fields that are worth £1 million. It's pretty exciting. But I think when we turned up, everyone was just amazed at how good the surface was. But it's great to see different facilities around the world and what these teams get to prepare in. And thankfully, we're at a place as good as St George's Park, and all the staff there are great. They've opened up all of their different facilities to us now. Their recovery rooms, the indoor training facilities, the gyms. It's great. There's no excuses for us preparation-wise.
And this week we head to Hull in Scotland, first game of the tournament. What do you know about the Scottish team?
Well, I know a few of the guys involved in their team. There's a handful of NRL players in there, and a couple of the senior guys that are involved in the Super League. But I guess overall, not a whole heap. But the one thing I do know, I think they'll come out and they're going to give it their all against us. And so, in a way, for us, it's a bit of a tricky game for us. We don't know a whole lot about their side. We're playing in entirely different conditions to what we're used to. It's going to be pretty windy, pretty cold, pretty greasy, I reckon, up in Hull. And so, the way that we've been preparing and the way we've been talking about this match is that we just got to go and play like we were playing against New Zealand or England. It's going to be pretty tough, and we just need to start well against the Scottish team. And if we do that, then hopefully that'll give us a win.
A couple of our younger boys looking to possibly make their debut this week. How have they been coming along?
Yeah, really good. I've been really impressed with the young guys on the tour so far. We had 3 debutants in the game in Perth against the Kiwis, and they all played really well. I think Mal's spoken to the squad about everyone's getting an opportunity to play on this tour. So we might see a few new faces against Scotland, and I think they'll play well. A guy that I'm pretty keen to see playing the green and gold is Matty Moylan. He was in our squad in 2014 and unfortunately didn't get a game, but he's had another great season in the NRL, and if he gets his opportunity, I think he'll play well and hopefully put his hand up for a couple of more games in this Four Nations tournament.
And here at Anfield, obviously iconic venue. How much you're looking forward to hopefully being back here in a couple of weeks?
Oh, look, I think, from my point of view, I'd love to just be involved in the final. Playing at Anfield is just a bonus. We got a chance to walk across the ground here earlier. Didn't walk across the ground. We weren't allowed, but just sort of along the back of it. And it's immaculate, as all the big stadiums are here. And they've just built a new stand that we're standing in at the moment, and it's one of the better stadiums that I've been to in my career, over in the northern hemisphere and in the southern hemisphere. So if we get here, mate, I'll be pretty excited to get out there in front of a big crowd.
You've done a few tours to England now. What is it that makes coming across here and playing in these tournaments so special?
Oh, for me, I think it sort of takes you back to your childhood, watching the Kangaroos come over and play against the English sides, and a lot of those sides were Great Britain at the time, but I think I remember the big crowds, the chants, the songs that all the crowds sing, and I really enjoy that type of atmosphere over here, particularly playing against England. They're the sort of the old enemy against Australia, so a lot of tradition there, and I think that's the way you want to play your rugby league, is in front of big crowds and in the big atmosphere in the big stadiums.